Hello friends. Today, we are stepping into the world of The Catcher in the Rye, an iconic masterpiece by J.D. Salinger that has captivated hearts for generations. This is not just a story, it's a powerful exploration of the raw struggles of youth, the haunting loneliness, and the desperate fight to preserve innocence in a world that feels fake and broken. Through the unforgettable journey of Holden Caulfield, we'll uncover the pain, rebellion, and search for meaning in a chaotic world. Stay with us, and let this brilliant tale challenge your thoughts and stir your soul. Introduction. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, published in 1951, is a literary classic that has resonated with generations for its raw portrayal of teenage disillusionment and alienation. Narrated by the 16-year-old Holden Caulfield, the novel is a window into his fractured psyche, revealing a young man grappling with grief, the challenges of growing up, and a world he perceives as deeply hypocritical. Holden's unique voice, at once sardonic and vulnerable, guides us through his tumultuous journey, making this a deeply personal and unforgettable story. Salinger's masterpiece addresses universal themes like the loss of innocence, the perils of isolation, and the quest for authenticity in a conformist society. Its impact on literature and culture is profound, not only for its groundbreaking subject matter but also for its deeply relatable protagonist. Plot overview. 1. Setting the stage, Pensy Prep and Holden's expulsion. The novel begins with Holden recounting his experiences at Pensy Prep, a boarding school in Pennsylvania. Right from the start, Holden's voice is striking, full of wit, cynicism, and insight. He describes the world around him with biting honesty, exposing what he sees as the shallow, phony nature of the people at Pensy. Holden's academic struggles have led to his expulsion. He's failed 4 out of 5 subjects, and the headmaster has lost patience with him. The opening scene sets the tone. Holden visits his history teacher, Mr. Spencer, to say goodbye. Although Spencer genuinely cares about Holden, their conversation becomes awkward. When Mr. Spencer reads aloud Holden's failing essay about the Egyptians, Holden feels humiliated and increasingly resentful. He is unable to confront his own failures and masks his insecurities with sarcasm. Holden's disdain for Pensy's culture comes to a head during an altercation with his roommate, Stradlater. Stradlater, handsome and self-assured, asks Holden to write an essay for him while he goes on a date with Jane Gallagher, a girl Holden deeply cares about. Holden writes about his brother Ali's baseball glove, a cherished item covered in poems that Ali wrote before his untimely death. Stradlater's dismissal of the essay enrages Holden, leading to a fight. This confrontation amplifies Holden's feelings of loneliness and rejection, pushing him to leave Pensy and head to New York City. 2. A journey of isolation, New York City. In New York, Holden descends into a spiral of disconnection. He checks into the Edmond Hotel, a dingy establishment populated by strange guests, including a voyeuristic couple he observes from his window. This sets the stage for Holden's encounters with various people, each highlighting his inability to connect meaningfully. The Lavender Room. Holden visits the hotel's nightclub, where he attempts to engage 3 women in conversation. They dismiss him as a child, reinforcing his sense of alienation. Despite their superficiality, Holden longs for companionship, showing the deep contradictions in his character. Maurice and Sunny. Later, Holden hires a prostitute named Sunny, not for sex, but in a misguided attempt at human connection. His awkwardness and guilt lead him to send her away, but not before her pimp, Maurice, confronts him violently. This encounter leaves Holden physically and emotionally shaken. 3. Struggling to find connection. Holden's interactions with people in New York further underscore his growing despair. The nuns, in a rare moment of warmth, Holden meets two nuns while having breakfast. They discuss literature, and Holden donates money to their cause, despite his own limited funds. This interaction stands out as one of the few instances where Holden feels genuine respect and admiration. Sally Hayes. Holden reconnects with Sally, a girl he has dated before. Their date begins with promise, as they ice skate and talk about life, but Holden's impulsive behavior ruins the moment. He proposes they run away together to escape the phoniness of the world. Sally, understandably taken aback, declines, leading Holden to lash out. Their argument underscores Holden's inability to form lasting relationships due to his erratic emotions. 4. Revisiting the past, Jane Gallagher. Jane remains a central figure in Holden's thoughts throughout the novel. While he never directly interacts with her during the story, his memories of their shared childhood moments are a source of comfort. Jane represents innocence and authenticity, qualities Holden clings to in an increasingly disillusioning world. His reluctance to reach out to her reflects his fear of rejection and the possibility that she, too, has changed. 5. Phoebe, the beacon of innocence. Holden's relationship with his younger sister, Phoebe, is the emotional core of the novel. Sneaking into his family's apartment, he finds Phoebe asleep and feels a rare sense of peace. Their conversation is a turning point, as Phoebe confronts him about his lack of direction. When she offers him her saved money, Holden is moved by her selflessness. Phoebe embodies the innocence he desperately wants to protect, and their bond is one of the few things grounding him. Holden shares with Phoebe his dream of being the catcher in the rye. He imagines himself in a field, catching children before they fall off a cliff, a metaphor for saving them from losing their innocence. This moment encapsulates Holden's struggle, his desire to preserve purity in a world he views as corrupt. 6. Mr. Antolini and the Warning. In a pivotal scene, Holden visits Mr. Antolini, a former teacher who offers him a place to stay. Antolini delivers a powerful lecture on the importance of finding purpose and warns Holden about his destructive path. However, the visit takes a strange turn when Holden wakes up to find Antolini patting his head. Feeling uncomfortable, Holden abruptly leaves, further isolating himself. 7. The Carousel and the Final Realization. The novel's climax occurs when Holden takes Phoebe to the carousel in Central Park. Watching her ride, he experiences a moment of clarity and acceptance. As the rain falls, Holden feels an unfamiliar sense of contentment. He realizes that he cannot shield Phoebe or anyone from the challenges of growing up. This bittersweet realization marks a shift in his character, suggesting that he may be ready to confront his own struggles. Themes and symbolism in detail. 1. The loss of innocence. Holden's fixation on protecting children from the harsh realities of life is a recurring theme. His desire to be the catcher in the rye symbolizes his resistance to the inevitability of growing up. 2. Alienation and loneliness. Throughout the novel, Holden isolates himself from others while simultaneously yearning for connection. This paradox reflects his internal struggle and fear of vulnerability. 3. The phoniness of society. Holden's disdain for phonies is central to his character. He sees adult society as hypocritical and corrupt, yet his judgments often highlight his own insecurities. 4. Grief and trauma. The death of Holden's younger brother, Ali, is a shadow over the entire novel. Holden's inability to process this loss contributes to his emotional instability and distrust of the world. 5. Symbolism. The red hunting hat, a symbol of Holden's individuality and his need for comfort. The ducks in Central Park represent Holden's curiosity about change and resilience in the face of uncertainty. The Museum of Natural History, a place where time stands still, symbolizing Holden's desire to preserve the past. Conclusion. The Catcher in the Rye is a profound exploration of the human condition, particularly the challenges of adolescence. Through Holden's journey, Salinger delves into universal themes of identity, grief, and the struggle to find meaning in an often disheartening world. The novel's open-ended conclusion invites readers to reflect on their own experiences of growing up and finding their place in an ever-changing world. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of books and stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Join us for more powerful stories, timeless classics, and inspiring tales that will enrich your mind and soul. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's explore the world of literature together. Your support means the world to us.